I want to talk to you about immigration for a few moments. According to the Department of Homeland Security, we are spending roughly $17.6 billion in the agencies of ICE and CBP. In 2010, there were 463,382 apprehensions of illegal aliens. Looking at previous years, the numbers have gone down. And of this amount, 87% were Mexican, 12% Central and South American, and 0.5% from all other countries. Now, are the numbers going down because of policy or the lack of work available in the U.S.? As of May 2011, ICE has removed almost 249,000. Of this amount, 123,000 were criminal, and the remaining were non-criminal. This comes out to $70,682 per apprehension as of May 2011. How long can this go on? This is continuous, not counting what has been spent in the past. In 2005, we had 1.189 million apprehensions. In 2009, the stimulus package that was approved by Congress was to jumpstart the economy. $288 billion was for tax cuts, $224 for extended unemployment and other benefits, $275 billion for job creation using federal contract grants and loans, and this was to be spent over 10 years, but the bulk was spent in the first 3 years. $185 billion in 2009, $400 billion in 2010, and $135 billion in 2011. $92.8 billion in tax relief, $86.5 billion in unemployment, and $62.6 billion in job creation. By March 30th, 2011, the government spent $633.5 billion in job creation, $181.7 billion in entitlements, and $191.9 billion in contract grants and loans. So the American people have been taxed $86.5 billion in 2010 for unemployment benefits. Now, do you think we could have retained and hired thousands of unemployed Americans and put them on the border states to patrol our borders? Here it is. So we spend $17.6 billion annually for ICE and CBP to handle apprehension and removal of illegal aliens on a continuous basis. This isn't counting the years before. And we've spent $86.5 billion on unemployment money we don't really have. We've got 1,952 miles of southern border. We could have hired unemployed Americans to patrol, to be our eyes and ears, and report intrusions to the response teams. We could have 3 8-hour shifts to patrol half a mile each, day and night, all year long. Now, breaking this down, it'd be 11,712 patrolmen making $35,000 a year, comes out to $409 million, almost 410. Temporary employment while a wall was being built and maintaining the current border crossings. And if we wanted to make or save additional money, we could install solar panels on this wall and sell the power. Just a thought. The money I've talked about does not count the illegals that got in and are using services within our country. I'm sure most of them would prefer to have visas or citizenship if it didn't take so long or cost so much. Most aliens are great, hard-working, honest people just like you and I. The ones who are here make less money per hour because it's cash or they have fake IDs. You know, they're taxed but can never get the benefit of the tax refund like some Americans with low incomes that are getting all their money back or not paying any in at all. Congress needs to get it together and start working for the American people. The system has gone very wrong. I don't put all the blame on the sitting president. Most of the problem lies with Congress. From today going back several decades, Congress is messed up. They do nothing but point the finger to the other side of the aisle like a bunch of school kids. Congress needs to get back to the fundamentals of government and start doing the business of the people. We need improvement and certainty now. We can't wait for an election or when one party or the other has the majority. Senators and representatives, get it together. Create an environment where manufacturers can create and compete globally. Untie their hands. I read a recent manufacturer's report that stated $7,100 was paid per employee per year in fees for compliance and regulation. Congress needs to get it together and do what's right for the American people. Now, do you believe Asian countries strap their manufacturers with such costs? You know, China charges us more to import there than we charge for them to import here. We can't compete. Congress created this debacle in which our companies and jobs have gone elsewhere and allowed our manufacturers to do it and take needed tax revenue with them, while we feed China our jobs and then borrow money to keep up with our runaway and needless spending. Congress needs to get it together and do what's right for the American people. Our legislators portray themselves as intelligent people. Well, you're showing yourselves to be something else. I'm embarrassed for Congress. I talk to several new faces daily and take up the topic of the economy and politics, and it's the same old thing. Who are these people in the Capitol building? It's as though they're working for some other country, not us. Congress needs to get it together and start working for the American people. Smell your roses and get back to the Capitol building and start working for the benefit of the American people. All of us, all races, all nationalities, all religions. We are America. It's not us and them or you and those. It's we. We the people, and we need you, Congress and the President, to start spending our money frugally, with common sense, and with a clear objective of economic growth. Congress needs to get it together and do what's right for the American people. Also, you know, Congress has approved renting space from the American Red Cross for $10.5 million when we have hundreds of thousands of unused square footage of building we own, we're paying maintenance for, that isn't even used. Quit wasting our money. I can go on, but we'll save it for another time. Please, fellow Americans, get involved, get off the TV. Look up your government websites and see for yourselves what wasteful spending practices are taking place. I can't say with certainty if all the numbers are correct, even from the GAO, the Treasury, or the White House. I don't think they're really sure. It's gotten so far out of hand. You know, the agency of the architect of the Capitol has a budget of $603 million per year. 26% of its budget is for employee benefits. Who else can do that without going broke? The burden is on our backs. Wake up, America. Find the information for yourselves or from someone you trust. Call your senators and representatives and know what you're voting for when you vote. How many of you, when voting, go, "Oh, I'll vote for him or her because I've heard the name," or vote party lines? Don't do that. Vote on facts. Find out what each person stands for. Go to the budgets online, print the stuff out, and share the information. Congress needs to get it together and do what's right for the American people. Please reply to this and agree or respectfully tell me I'm a nut. But get involved locally or any way you can. I want feedback. My name is Ovid Kurian. I'm an American. I'm a father of 4 boys. Been married for 25 years. I'm a small business owner of a paving company. And I live in Florida, and I love this country and respect all diversity in it. Congress needs to get it together and do what's right for the American people. Thank you.